the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Down, 30 base. Right there, 56. Rip right. Hey, exit. 56, Mike, 56. Base. Let's go.
On first down, Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, let's go 7.
Bravo! 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Quick, keep grip.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike, 50.
80 weapons.
Mike, 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. And we got to get to the ball. Go. Let's keep moving.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Hey, wahoo.
from the gun on third down. Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture. Look, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, alert 33. 6-6, pull it high.
Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third and long for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. So that'll back them up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd down, here's Locke.
Here we go.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And some room to run now. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 56. And 61. Match box right.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, box truck. Box truck. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A toss play to Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics as you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, echo.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 50.
Locked to throw on second down. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's get it together, D. Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Lock. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Hey, exit.
Mayfield down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
That's good for our Browns.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Time to end it. Run your job. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9. Block. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
56.
On 3rd down, block. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Run. 180.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's
Go, go.
Watch the slap.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, on 133.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, wahoo.
51, Mike, 51. I got him.
I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 9, X3, 218, jump. Now.
Motion.
Smooth.
Block taking the snap at 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's locked. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. 51's the mic. 51. Hurry. I got
Throwing. Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Regular. 22 jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
180. Point it right. Check.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And some room to maneuver. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, team 6.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? You draw quarter.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, high 7.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. 6 man. Check cross. Check cross. Slam.
Snap.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
On the double. 80 weapons.
Check.
Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Squeeze, double. Watch twist.
Ready.
On first down, it's Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Shift, five.
Here's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Lindsey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, running right, Lindsey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Topper! Hey, orbit!
56, Mike, 56! Rabbit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Fant. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check with the 61. Matchbox light.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run by Lindsey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, foxtrot.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch
Get it.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but a clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Championship, baby. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Clock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check out. Mike 56. Mike 56. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 56 is Mike. 56 is... Hey, Charlie. Hey, dog.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 56. Mike 56. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't ready.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set. 180. Kings. Let's go. Hey, Echo. I got it.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Blue Dan. Point it right. Hey, Alpha. 51.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, Haywood! 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
To throw on third down. Lock. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go again. 56. Mike 56. Right.
Locke looks to throw it again. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Come on, G. Mike 56. Mike get it.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Smooth. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Check right.
Hey, seam 6. Snap.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
High 7.
One final try for Locke. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.